Huge new legacies this weekend. But first, a family legacy takes center stage. Semifinal #1 pits brother against brother. Colin Kirst, the goalie for Rutgers, leading the Scarlet Knights to championship weekend for the first time. Younger brother C.J. Kirst has Cornell back on the big stage for the first time in about a decade.
Colin would attend Lehigh and get a degree there, but he chose to honor his dad's legacy by finishing up his career at Rutgers, and he's led the Scarlet Knights to the promised land. He's a laser-focused goalie, pro caliber. I think he's the best in the country.
There's Brian Cameron, his younger brother Sean, plays for Princeton. That shot by Scott, saved by Chayse Ierlan. Feeding inside, nothing there. Here comes Wertheim. That one off the side of the net. Long tried to scoop it up behind the cage. This has been the health of Jack Follows. That shot saved by Ierlan. Follows gives Cornell. And that's the color du jour this weekend. Cornell up 2-1. Shot saved by Colin Kirst.
He's unbelievable. He wins every leverage game. Every single leverage game.
Ierlan covers that one up on the doorstep. To meet him. Feed inside, save Ierlan. Cameron to Scott, Ierlan there for his 4th save. And Cornell will set up the clear.
Ierlan's a flatliner, isn't he? I mean, there's like limited emotion. That's the hockey mentality. It's a long game. Those guys sweat their tails off.
He's recovered Q2 from a late season funk. Remember, he was pulled after 1 quarter against Syracuse, pulled in the first half against Army.
But he's shown you the resolve. Comes from a family of dedicated athletes. Brother TD, one of the best face-off men in college lacrosse history. It's all about rebounding. Quentin, you know better than anyone, man. When you're a goalie, you're going to have those kind of days. Chayse Ierlan has answered the bell.
5. Here comes Kirst against Ethan Raw, the All-American. Saved by his brother Colin on a shot that goes out of bounds. Stefan wins the face-off all the way to the cage. Save Ierlan. Spencer Wertheim toward the cage, no path. Good defense by Coyne. Good look up top by Blake. And it skips well wide. Long to the backup, 16 to shoot. Here comes Holmes. Save Colin Kirst. Coyle looking to shake Rawl. That's an easy save for Colin Kirst. To get out of the cage. He wants to get a few whacks today. Colin Kirst that time saves it. Michael Long lost his stick. And now Rutgers will try to clear. 2 goals. Save Kirst. Rebound to Gene Felix. Kirst springs out of the cage. Hounded by Long. From Michael Long. Duhenio, save Ierlan. Adler cleans up the rebound.
On the defensive side, though, equally impressive, led by Ierlan in goal.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the game, we would thought Kirst for Rutgers would be a big advantage. But Ierlan, who's had some struggles this year, has played a solid first half. Had about 7 saves, saving about 70% of the shots faced. And Rutgers, wasn't able to figure out how to match up inside right there with the nice explosion on the inside. And then right here, just matching stick for stick on that save. So a really impressive first half for him. I think he's going to see a little bit more pressure here in the second half. So he's got to keep that kind of play up.
Yeah, it's
Mitch Bartolo, 2 goals in that first half. Fires with the left hand. Easy save for Chayse Ierlan. Knobloch shot turned away by Ierlan.
This player on the field, and when you're an offensive player on the break, you attack a poor approach.
Rutgers off the face-off. Ierlan denies Bartolo. Can Rutgers find a matchup here? Down 8. Season on the brink. There's Scott. Save Ierlan. Rebound to Bartolo. It inbounds. Head of steam. Through traffic. Stays with it. Shovels toward the goal. Ierlan got a piece. And it comes to Adler, led by Richie Moran, their head coach, over Maryland. Petrakis wins the faceoff, saved by Kirst as we go down to Kark.
You know, we're talking about those Connor Busick and this team know all about.
Jacoby Schatz saved by Ierlan. He's got the short stick Bardwell. Shane Knobloch just has not been the same. Puts that one on Cage. Ierlan to stop. And as a scorer, that Yale game, he had 5 goals. Before that against Princeton, 4 goals, not to mention 4 assists.
Game in terms of decision making.
Self-inflicted wounds? None.
They're still firing on goal. They had a good look there.
I hated it, to be honest with you. I was his biggest fan as Cornell's doing what Cornell's doing. Owning the ride. Kirst makes that save, but Quint.
Cornell still hustling. Still hustling down to the final whistle. Down to the final seconds. A dominating effort from the Big Red. And Cornell will play on Championship Monday.
CJ, I just saw you run over to your brother, Colin. What'd you say to him?
He's had a hell of a year. He had a great year, great game. He's a goalie that can change a game and change a team. He goes to Rutgers for 2 years and ends up being a captain in his final year. So I gave him a big hug and said, I love you, and great game.
A lot of emotion for you and your family.